All right, so WSOE was a little bit different for me compared to the other guys because I had to go early. Being where I live, and you guys are now seeing, it's very difficult to travel to places. Currently, we're going through a polar vortex, as I stated, so it's like negative 20 degrees outside Fahrenheit, with a wind chill of anywhere up to like negative 50 to negative 80, depending on where you live. It's pretty disgusting. You just ruined my name. It's Jenko. I didn't want to butcher it, man. There's no vowels in it. How am I supposed to know? Thanks, Mom. So it's pretty cold out. Negative 80? Yeah, it's like negative 80 up in LeClaire. So it's pretty yikes. So Thursday I flew out. I flew out a day early because for flights I need to be there for Friday in time for rehearsals. And if I would have flew out on Friday, I wouldn't have made it in time. So I flew out pretty late Thursday night. I arrived at like 9:30, and that's when most of the players were starting to get into like Chrome. So I got in about 9:30, got some food, just kind of hung out for a little bit. And then myself, Athena, Rizzo, Fireburner, Chrome, Rizzo, Athena, myself, Fireburner, Chrome. Yeah. So there's 5 of us. Myself, Athena, Rizzo, Fireburner, and Chrome all went and gambled for a little bit. We went to a table that Athena and Rizzo really like. There's a dealer there that's super cool. With a guy named like Byron or something. I don't know. He was super cool. Talked about like getting into a fight and stuff. He was really funny. So we he did a really good job at WSU. Hey, thanks, Baller. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing? But yeah, we went to the Aria. Decided not to gamble there, I think officially, and then went back. We stayed at the MGM or Park MGM. Was great, and went gambling for a little bit. We played some blackjack. I went up. I think like so we were. It was actually really back and forth. So the first dealer was all right. I was getting blackjacks. I had like 3. It was great, and I was up a decent amount. And then Rizzo just kept getting screwed. And then that dealer left, and then we got this new chick, Maria, who came in, who just ruined us. Like, every single time she got her hand, it was a face card of some sort, and it sucked. So we were always playing off of, like, a jack, and she always fucking won. It was terrible. We all started to go down. Rizzo was down to, like, 1 hand worth or something like that. And eventually he made like a pretty big call and like doubled up and it went well and stuff. So we started all winning again. That dealer left. We got another lady. Things started going good again. We started winning, and then the dealer that Rizzo and Athena really like came back and ended up leaving like in 10 minutes because he was done with his shift at like 1:30 in the morning. So we stayed out till about 2-3 and gambled for a little bit. And I went up by like 50 bucks, something like that. And then we went to roulette and we all put it on black. And we all doubled up, so we all won. So I walked out with like $100 for gambling for like 45 minutes. It was pretty sick. So I was pretty happy about that. Got to see and hang with some of the pros early. Friday, slept in, went down and met with the hospitality staff for WSOE, and that's something I will say about WSOE. All the staff, everybody that we had involved, everybody that we worked with hands-on, Caroline and the rest, were fantastic. They treated us extremely well. Goodie bags, handbooks, like everything that I had questions on was handled before I even had to ask about anything. Like they were super nice to us. So big fan of working with WSOE. I think their staff is fantastic. Ironically enough, I met their partnerships guy, Christian. I forget Christian's official title. He was the one that was teasing the tournament. What's Christian's official title? I forget. He's the commissioner at WSOE. So I met him at PAX West last August at the Facebook after party. So that's where I met him. So knowing him ahead of time was super cool, getting to meet and talk with him again in a professional setting, working with Richard Lewis again. Lauren Jabara is fucking great. Always good to see the Rocket League family with James and Wave and Achieve, so that was cool. And Axel Toss, glad Axel Toss got to do interviews and stuff. But yeah, Friday was all rehearsals, just kind of going through the run of show, making sure that we understood the flow of the show, the general premises of like the red zone style and all that kind of stuff. So we did that all day Friday. After that was done, we kind of interacted with some of the players and just talked about their travels and like what their kind of expectations, how things were going, like how stuff was running for them. And then Friday we went out for a drink, I think. No, we had dinner. We went to the Aria Cafe. The venue was at the Poker Go studio, where they do a lot of their high roller games for poker every week. And that's like attached to the Aria. So we went to the Aria Cafe. We had some dinner with Richard and Axel and the crew, and then some of the people from WSOE joined us, and we just had a relaxing dinner, just kind of talked, summarized for the day, and then we all went to bed and woke up Saturday morning at like 6 a.m. Went to the studio, ate breakfast, just kind of got ready for the day, and then the show started. Obviously, a lot of issues the first day with getting features to run and graphics and all that kind of stuff. Had a good time. Talked with Richard and Wave on the desk and kind of got into a groove finally. The difficult thing about being talent is when graphics and stuff aren't there as you expect, or when you throw to a segment and it's not there, it just kind of throws you off. It's hard to get into a flow. But eventually we found that, and the rest of the show I think went really well. Got to cast the last couple of matches with Wave, so that was cool. And then what did we do Saturday night? Saturday night we went out, got a couple drinks just to wrap up the day, and then called it early, went to bed. The first night I got there, I had an Asian couple yelling at each other in the room next to me, and I could hear the guy snoring through the wall behind me, so that was fun. But eventually that just made me go to bed earlier so I could get sleep before they got in. But I had trouble sleeping. I hated the pillows there. The pillows at the hotel sucked. They were like really thick and like didn't smush down, so like your neck was always like, oh, it sucked. So you basically had to like lay on the pillow and smush it down with your body weight, and then you could, I don't know, it was stupid. But eventually we figured it out. Hotel rooms were great. Otherwise everything was nice and taken care of. We then Sunday got going again. A lot of really good games. Yo, Stan.
There's something to look at as well.
Stan.
Yeah, kind of.
I appreciate you, Lawler.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
Stan, thank you for the 3-month resub. Welcome back. Enjoy the new badge. It should be silver now for you. And the emotes. Greatly appreciated, dude. Thank you. But yeah, so Sunday we got back in. Graphic issues were cleaned up. A lot of the transitions and stuff cleaned up. We minimized the breaks as much as we could. Like the show itself was much cleaner on day 2. And the games that we got were fantastic. A couple of reverse sweeps, really close nail biting, lots of overtimes. Like the games were great. So that was cool. Got to cast the finals again with Wave. Apparently people said the finals game was like really funny. I got tweeted at a ton being like, yo, you guys are killing the finals, but it's super funny. Like I've never been like edge of my seat and laughing at the same time so much. And I'm like, I don't think we said anything specifically funny, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, but we kept it pretty chill. Like we had a good time with it. Obviously there were some pretty exciting moments, and obviously the biggest surprise, somebody asked me in chat earlier, Flipside blew us away. I did not expect at all for Flipside to win the tournament, let alone perform that well. Just because of what I'd seen in qualifiers. Like obviously they qualified through the uppers, but that was with Yukio, and it was crazy. For me, it was the energy flip through game. I died laughing. Yeah, those goal lines. Oh my god. Everything on the goal line just hurt, man. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. The matches were close. Flipside came out of nowhere. Do you think Flip will keep it going? I do. I think they've got the meetings for a very good roster. I think Speed brings a more casual approach. He is an adrenaline junkie. We talked about his background and how he likes to be like rally car driving and stuff like that. So adrenaline's kind of his bread and butter. So that's really cool. I think they need to find a way to keep speed. I think he's marquee level of humor at times and carefree attitude, which really lightens up Mystic, enables them to play a little bit more offensive. Like, there's a lot of positives to having speed on that team, and I love the kid. The kid's super great. So I hope they keep speed. I don't know the deal. I know speed has done himself a very big favor because it's either Red Reserve tries to keep him if he's still in contract, or he just got himself a really good payday and they buy it out. So no matter what, speed is in a very good position right now. So super happy for him. Really, really glad that's happening. I am dropping frames like fucking crazy, and it's driving me insane. I apologize. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but right now my frames are dropping like crazy. So appreciate you guys bearing with me. But yeah, man. Sunday was a lot of fun. We wrapped up the day. We went and got food. We all went to a place called The Pub. I had like shepherd's pie and hung out and talked with Axel Toss quite a bit. And James, I think, was across with us with his significant other, Katie. And just kind of shot the shit and wrapped up the day and just enjoyed time. My agent, Andrew, joined us. And we ate dinner, and Bill was there, my future roommate, so we get to hang out with him. And then we went to a place called O'Shea's, which is like a old school Irish pub. They do like beer pong and roulette and craps and blackjack and stuff. So hung out there, brought the pros that were of age out. It was Farah, Fruity, Ignite, Mystic, Mystic's manager Dana. A couple StarCraft pros were there. Tom and I forget the other guy. They're French, which was funny. So Farah was talking to the two guys that were there for StarCraft, Tom and the other dude, and we're speaking in English for a solid like 15 minutes before they realized they were both French, and it was fucking hilarious because they're trying to speak English like struggling, you know, and then they both realized they're French and then instantly switch, and then we didn't understand what the hell they were saying for the rest of the night. So it was super cool to see people be able to connect on that level from different games and all that other kind of stuff. So it was cool. Being able to discuss and kind of just pick brains from different scenes and everything, which is cool. Stink, we'll catch you later, man. Good luck watching the game. Hopefully your team wins. So yeah, that all went down, and we played some beer pong. Me and James dominated. Turns out our agent is really good at beer pong, but me and James ran the table a couple games. So shout out to James. We'll have to continue our streak. I at one point went on fire and got 4 cups in a row, and then I was heating up twice. So I think I got like 8 out of the 10 cups. I had a really fucking good game of beer pong, so that was cool. Been a while since I've been able to actually sink cups consistently. So that was cool. And then everybody else kind of split off and went to bed and hung out. Myself, Joe, who was part of the production team and also does Vainglory stuff and Hearthstone stuff, and my buddy Bill all went to Hakkasan. We went to a club, went dancing for a little bit, hung out. And then we went back to Bill's hotel, which was actually just upstairs from Hakkasan, and just hung out and talked and just shot the shit about stuff. And then eventually I realized that I was falling asleep on his bed and got up and got a lift and went back to my hotel and passed out super hungover. And before even all that night happened, we got a report of it being extremely cold in the area. So if you guys have not seen what's going on here, let me pull this up. So right now, this was what was basically going down in my town. It's saying this is, with the wind chill, super negative, and there's going to be a foot of snow and this and that. So I went to the tables and gambled and made enough money gambling over the course of the next half hour to pay for an extra day at the hotel. So rather than dealing with delays and all this other, like this other crap, I went to the counter, said, hey, please extend my reservation one more day. Went to and talked to my airline and told them to extend that another day, and rebooked all my flights and just said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to take a personal day in Vegas and not even deal with it. It's not worth my time. I just don't want to put up with it. So all that said and done, I stayed an extra day in Vegas. I spent most of it in bed just watching TV, being hungover, and hung out and just super low key. Really, really, really chill day. Met up with an old friend I haven't seen or talked to in a very long time that actually lived out in Vegas that I didn't know. So I got to spend time with them. And then went to bed, woke up, and flew home. Travel home was super simple. No delays, no issues. Just got on a plane and got home, and then got home late last night and started working on my D&D character sheet. So all good for tonight, which is really cool. If you guys want to hear about my D&D character background story, I'm super ecstatic. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, people want to see what it's like outside. I guess I can kind of show you. Hopefully this camera will reach. Doesn't look crazy. But, like, the window's freezing and shit. It's just snowy. It's nothing bad. Like, here, let me pull the video to give you guys a perspective. I was showing this to Kugo yesterday, and he's like, what the fuck? Here. I will show you what it's like outside right now. Yo, Clores, how are you, girl? This is what it's like outside right now. This is way too high. Clores, how was your stream? Appreciate it. What's up, Texan? Great, how about you? I'm good. Who'd I complain to about you not being a DreamHack? Wookie, I can't tell you, man. Just be vocal, I guess, on the announcement. I don't know. There's no real good way of doing it. Here. This was yesterday. This is a cup of water. This is outside. That's if you throw water outside right now. Like, you'll see it on the back end here. Like, it's already turning into clumps. Yeah. So that's what it's like outside right now. It's pretty yikes. Pretty yikes. Appreciate it, Wookie. Means a lot, man. Thank you. So yeah, outside's pretty cold. We're gonna just stay inside. And go from there. That's scary cold. Yeah, it's not fun. It's definitely not fun. So I would just buy a sleeping bag, cut out a hole, feet, and walk in that. Or just don't go outside. That's my recommendation. How cold are the winters normally? It varies. Winters can be anywhere from like 10 to 20 degrees. But we also have times that where like months at a time, it'll be like negative. Like it won't go above 0 for a month or two. Yeah, I don't mind the weather. It's just cold. So, do you think there is a clear top 3 or top 4 in NA this season? No, not even close. Average high is 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Low is 10 degrees Fahrenheit this time of the year. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm thankful for my 64. Yeah, Vegas was pretty nice. It was 75 in Vegas, so you're talking 75 to, what is it, like negative 15 or some shit right now? I don't know where my phone is. Oh. Chad, I want to go find my phone. I'll be right back. It's like a 90-degree temperature. Yo, Ricardo, appreciate the follow, man. Ooh, it actually got warmer. It's -11 now. Well, it was nice to me at RCS. I'm glad, man. I'm glad I wasn't a dick. I felt bad. Chilling at 30 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's not too bad. That's like shorts, t-shirt, right? Yeah. So it's it's -11 now. So you're talking a good 86 degrees change in weather. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. But yeah, you kind of put up with it. After a certain point, you just kind of get used to it, right? So, but yeah, WSOE was fun. Big shout out to all their staff and everybody that we worked with. Was an absolute pleasure. They were fantastic. No difficulties with anything. Once we like got flights and all that kind of stuff taken care of, it's great. Shorts and t-shirt? Are you crazy? In 30 degrees? Yeah, 30 degrees is like shorts and t-shirt. It's pretty common. Speaking of DreamHack Dallas, about 4 months away. Yeah, I really want to go. Yeah, it was good stuff. Absolute pleasure working with them. I hope we get to do it again. The big thing, if you guys don't remember, so WSOE is the World Showdown Esports. They're based upon like a UFC, boxing, MMA type style. So the cool thing about that is when the time comes, they have title bouts. So because Flipside won, there will be another event. We don't know when, but there will be a guaranteed another event where Flipside gets to defend their title. It's pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. So I don't know when that will be, but better believe I'm going to be back, and we're going to be doing some crazy stuff for that. I also presented them a lot of cool ideas, very like all-star-y type events where you can focus on like specific players and skill competitions and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it'll be a good time. I'm really excited for that. Also, Bruce Buffer is a legend. So yeah, it'll be cool. Looking forward to it. That intro with Richard was hype. Hell yeah.